If you're thinking about quitting your 9 to 5, you might just want to hold back on that idea real quick. Leaving your 9 to 5 job to pursue whatever you're passionate about, in most cases entrepreneurship, or might even be just taking time off work and just traveling the world or whatever you like. It can be exciting, but it's also very risky. While it is tempting to make a clean break, just, drop everything and move on to the next thing, there are strong strategic reasons to maintain your day job as you build something new. Doing so can offer stability. It will reduce your overall stress and ultimately set you up for more sustainable success going forward. One thing you got to realize is there's a sense of financial stability and reduced risk. A steady income is a peace of mind. Your 9 to 5 provides a consistent, predictable paycheck, something new ventures often lack in the early stages. This ensures your basic living expenses are covered while you grow your side hustle. Most new businesses take months or even years to become profitable. Keeping your job during this time removes the pressure to make your new endeavors pay the bills immediately. It helps you make smarter long-term decisions rather than just fear-driven ones or stuff that's backed up by emotion. Because you feel this pressure, it's not easy to just break away and dive fully into something new because you're in the land of uncertainty. I want you to think of your salary as a built-in investment fund. It allows you to purchase tools, build a website, you can run ads. It's going to help that process when you're starting out a new side hustle. You're not going to have to take out any loans, which is the best part, or give away equity to like outside investors. When you're kind of doing it on your own, it's going to be tough. I think I can relate somewhat because I've been doing some of these type of things in my personal life, but there's a certain freedom that comes with just, having all the control in your hands. And yeah, having the money to back that up is crucial. When you hold on to your 9 to 5, it gives you a cushion. It's like a safe space to validate and refine your business idea as you start launching. So you could do like real world testing without all the risk involved. With a stable job in place, you can test what you're trying to sell, your product, your service. You could do it with real customers and actually gather feedback. You can smoothly transition into it. And while you're doing this, you have room to pivot or adjust. A lot of first-time entrepreneurs discover that their initial idea needs tweaking or a complete overhaul. Staying employed gives you time and space to refine what you're trying to do. It can help you experiment with your target audience or your pricing model without risking everything all at once because you got that 9 to 5 going. It's keeping the ship afloat. One thing you got to realize in our 9 to 5s, and I can speak for myself as well regarding this, is you develop a lot of critical skills. And if you're someone that's earlier on into your 9 to 5, I know that's a little bit of an unlikely case. I mean, if you're early into your 9 to 5, you're not really thinking about starting a business or going your own way as critically. I know it's probably in the back of your head, but you're not making big strides to make that happen just yet. I think, the way to do it is definitely let stuff just kind of run its course. Enjoy that 9 to 5 phase because it's not all bad either. It is kind of exciting, especially if you're someone like myself that comes from a background where you just worked these oddball hours part time, and then having actually like a 9 to 5 with weekends off feels really good. And then you get sick of it at one point. You can agree with me that, enjoy it for a little bit, but while you're enjoying it, build those critical skills like time management. You might learn stuff that's more like technical related skills like data analysis or project management, and even soft skills like public speaking. Like that's going to translate over into your business idea. It's going to help supplement your side hustle. You're going to learn these skills, like you're going to become better at speaking. You're going to learn how to work within a system. Like when you are a part of like a company, it gives you like a front row seat to observe how a business functions. I think there's a beauty in it for myself as well because I work as an internal auditor. I do financial auditing and I get to see all the pieces of the puzzle when I go to these different business units. There's a certain beauty within that because I know if I break away someday and try to do my own thing, I'm going to have a lot of background information to rely on. One thing that we can't disregard is the benefits, the package that you get when you're in a 9 to 5. Health insurance is expensive, guys. Retirement plans, they're also tricky to navigate. And when you work in a 9 to 5, this stuff is conveniently packaged for you. You have health insurance, you have dental coverage, you have PTO. When you become an entrepreneur, PTO, you kiss that goodbye forever. There's no such thing. And of course, a 401k, Roth IRA. These are things that your employer provides you, and it can really help kickstart your overall financial situation. You have this network that's built in with coworkers, mentors, and managers. You might be able to even rely on them when you branch out and do your own thing. They might end up being your first customers or people that will refer your product to other people. You got to take advantage of these things while you still are in the 9 to 5 system. And ultimately, your 9 to 5 is your backup plan in case of setbacks. Because not all businesses are going to kick off. You might try your hand at a few different things. Some of them are just going to tank. So having a secure job in the background means you're not putting everything at risk if your new path hits a bump. As your side income grows, you can practice living off of that income while still having your main paycheck. I think that's the main way to do it, is instead of just cutting everything off and jumping into something with no plan, you let your side hustle grow. Once it gains that traction, you got to determine for yourself what's that amount that's going to allow you to just make that full-on switch. I haven't gotten to that point just yet personally, so I can't really throw a number out for everybody. But if I had to make a guess, I'd say, 75, 80%. If your side hustle can earn 75 to 80% of what you're currently earning right now, I think that's a safe place to jump, because you probably have a good enough understanding of how much traction you're getting, how sustainable it is long term. At that point, make that low stress shift. Instead of taking that sudden leap, phase into full-time self-employment at your own pace. It's going to make it more easy on you emotionally and going to reduce financial stress. So if you're somebody that's decided that you want to go into a side hustle, you want to break away from the 9 to 5 at some point in life, and you understand all the benefits that come with retaining it, it's time to make a game plan. You got to define your vision and goal. Determine for yourself, what type of stuff you want to be your side hustle. Business, or are you going to do consulting? And you got to have that exit timeline. You want to do it for 6 months, a year, 2 years? You got to define what is that figure for you. Do you want to earn $2,500 a month, $3,000, $5,000 a month from your side hustle? If you can do that consecutively for 3 to 4 months, you got something consistent going there. You have something that's not just a flip, I think of back when I would just buy cars and just randomly flip them. Yeah, I'd make money, but it wasn't something that I'm consistently doing every single month. You got to assess your financial situation. Track your current expenses. This is huge. If you're going to jump into this side hustle thing, you got to know your monthly burn rate, rent, food, transportation. What are you spending all your money on? You got to have that emergency fund in place. Just ideally 6 months to a year of your expenses. In case everything just hits the fan, you'll have something to fall back on. And set a revenue target for yourself. What's the minimum your side hustle must earn before you can just leave your 9 to 5? Once you determine these things, get to work, man. Start building your side hustle. You got to do it on your days off, on your off hours, early mornings, evenings, weekends. You got to make that time for it. It's not easy. I've been going through it myself. You look at stuff like this, these videos, it's not easy. I got to make time on the weekends. I got to come back from work, go to the gym, stay up late into the after hours, just editing and putting stuff together. It's going to take work. It's not easy. Put in that time, test your product out. I think there's a beauty with the day and age we live in is you don't have to do too much face-to-face interaction anymore. You could do stuff exclusively online, get your feedback, refine it as you need, and just start selling, man. Just push that product out. Focus on early traction and customer acquisition, not perfection. You're going to polish it as time goes. You're going to learn what doesn't work. You're going to learn what works. So don't stress about that stuff too much. Just scale gradually from there. Look at what steps can be repeatable. Have this workflow laid out for yourself and invest in growing it. Get the right tools. You might want to hire somebody. You might want to focus on marketing. Find out what is going to help the business, the hustle, the project continue to grow. All things go well. You have stuff that's starting to snowball and grow into something big. Learn how to, live off of it as a test. You get your side earnings every month. See if you can actually live off of that. Flip the script. Don't touch your main hustle money, your main pipeline of income. Don't touch that. Rely on the side hustle. See if you can actually do it. Make the leap. Once you hit that income goal, once you've made sure that, you like what you do and you're able to scale it, and you have that buffer, that backup plan and all things, you got that momentum going, just make that leap. Go in full time. If you're at this stage or if you're about to be, I wish you luck. That's exciting. Thanks everybody for sticking around watching that video. I think it's something that we all are kind of in that same boat. Most of us at least. I know I do enjoy my 9 to 5. I think it is a blessing. I did have to work hard to get to this point, but yeah, there's always been that desire of just wanting to branch out, do your own thing, work on your own terms, and I believe that everybody can get to that point. It's just going to take time. It's going to take a little bit of failure. It's going to take consistency, but we can figure it out. We just got to get to work.